All right, strategic traders. Good evening, and how y'all doing? This is Brian. I am back from my little weekend in the middle of the week. Okay, guys, I'm gonna tell you how we're gonna have to start doing this because, I've been working 7 days a week now for I don't know how long, and I gotta start taking better care of myself. And one of the things that they have prescribed for me is that I cannot work 7 continuous days. No, I have to enjoy myself and I have to take some time off for myself. Okay, so I know that it seems weird, but I'm actually going to start doing that in the middle of the week, around Tuesday or Wednesday, while it's slow period during the week. And so I tried that today, and so I was off yesterday, and here it is Wednesday, and I'm back in effect. So I'm just going to take off Tuesdays, something like that, because I work on Saturdays and Sundays. Those are full work days for me. And they're right. I mean, I really got to take. What's the point of making any money if you can't enjoy it? So that's where that is. Now, here's what we got going on now, guys. We're going to talk about a couple of things. First of all, copy trading, copy trading, copy trading. Guys, we got the copy trading thing working. We're in full effect on it. And we are going to really blow that section out of the water. And we have had, the luck on strategic trading insurance, man. You guys have seen what that is about. And the numbers that we have been producing. I mean, it has been outrageously good what we've been doing on that. And I am very proud. And everything is coming together seamlessly. And we're growing, guys, and I'm going to be real with you. We have a game plan and we have a solid direction that we're going to go. But if we can find out in the course of doing something, in the course of doing this, that, hey, here's a better way to do it. Okay, we're always going to grow, we're always going to improve, and we're always going to do the best thing for you guys, for the company, for all of us. We're not going to continue on a path that is not as profitable or as easily traveled because we started that way. When you find yourself in a hole, what do? What's the first thing you're supposed to do? Stop digging. And some people have that concept so distorted, and it is so hard for them to understand it. We have got to pivot and change and grow. Those people will not be in this group. Those people will fade away. Well, actually, they will be removed by me because we are not going to let anything or anybody inhibit us. Understand that? We are going to grow and we are going to be successful. And if that is a problem for anyone here, feel free to exit now if success scares you. So that is where we're at. Now, I want to pause for a minute and I want to show y'all something really quick. Here, if we can get this thing here going. Okay. Now, what you're looking at here is the beginning of this group of strategic trading. This is not recent. This is January 15th, 2015. This is the night of the Swiss franc debacle. If you guys weren't in trading right then, in the middle of the night, the Swiss National Bank removed its peg on the Euro Swiss, which basically said it was a rule that said it's not going to go below this number. It was like 920 or something like that. And if it falls below this number, we will do what we can to make sure that it goes back up. And this is a floor. It will not sink below this floor, period, point blank. And that was the rule forever and a day. And in one night, without explanation, rhyme, or reason, they announced like 4 o'clock in the morning our time that they were removing that peg. Just out of the blue, one of those watershed moments. And this precipitated the largest currency move in the history of recorded Forex. We're talking about over 1,500 pips in a matter of minutes. I mean, absolute minutes. Now, here comes Brian Swan now. January 15th, like I said, Well, my birthday is January 14th, and I had been out that night for my birthday, and I came home approximately 4 o'clock in the morning. And just for the hell of it, like I normally do, I turned on my computer just in the nick of time to see that currency move. And of course, I knew what to do. I had $5,000 in my account, and it cost me $2,000 in margin. And I still had, nice little trace, usable margin here, and I used $2,000 of that, and I was able to establish a position, and I got $13,725.55 off of that one trade. Now, if I if you weren't hooked on forex before that, believe me, you were after. I know I was. So this was where people started listening to me, and where people started paying attention. Okay, and this is where I got the idea to start this business. And this business started with that money. And I'm going to tell you now, that money is long gone. Okay. That money is long gone, guys. Okay. And this business now is at a place that I never would have thought that night in January of 2015. I never would have thought we would be here, but we are. And there's one reason why we're here. I'm going to show you that. It's not this money. And this is why we became successful and where we are now, because everything that we do, every attempt that we made at something that was unsuccessful, we learned from it. And we didn't let failure hold us back. And people, you're going to fail in life sometimes. Okay, you're going to fail in life a million times. Okay, but you only have to be successful once. And this business is the success of all of the trial and errors that we've gone through. And this mindset is what will continue on to carry us through. Now, I have a system that works very well. I mean, it works absolutely fantastic. But that didn't happen overnight. That happened through a lot of trials and a lot of errors and a lot of readjusting. And we're still readjusting, people. We're still finding better things to do and better ways to do them. And as new technology comes into play, and new platforms and things that we didn't have yesterday comes into play, we're going to implement those. So I need for everyone to stay loose and to stay willing to adapt and grow and change. The inability to grow and change, the textbook definition of the inability to grow and change is called retardation. Okay, so if you cannot grow and you cannot change, you by definition are retarded. And we are not going to have that here at this group. We will be uplifting and we will be moving along with the times, and we will be not only in sync with them, we will be ahead of them. That is the standing order of strategic trading, and for everyone that is in it. All right. Now, I hope you all have that in your minds. Now, let's talk about how this applies in the real world as far as you guys are concerned. Let me show you what we got going on here. Okay. Now, as everybody knows, that we deal with Abra as our cryptocurrency provider, and they're pretty good. But now, one of the things that they have is they have the worst system known to man for loading up their platform. The way they have it set up now is you're supposed to be able to get Bitcoin through them through their affiliate website, a company called Simplex, and they make this the most complicated, hard process that I've ever seen, and I have yet to be able to accomplish a simple goal of loading up fiat currency into Bitcoin and loading it on Abra using this credit card and debit system. And why this is important is because you guys need to see and understand what the process is, so that you know what we're going through. So, for instance, if you wanted to load up half of your insurance account or any account that we need our insurance for its insurance, first thing you have to do is you have to turn it into Bitcoin. You have to take your money, turn it into Bitcoin, and then transfer the Bitcoin to the broker, to the right currency, to the right account, and then they there turn it back into fiat currency. We trade, and once we trade and we send the money back out, it is turned into Bitcoin again, and then it is sent to its destination, and which is turned back into currency. That is the trick. That is how we go about things. Now, we have over here this system that they have. Now, first, here's where we're going. You have to put in the address, and everything that you do, they don't save any of it. None of this is saved. So every time you go into this, you have to go through this entire same process every single time. And hold on one second, guys, and I'll show you what I mean. And this is like so nerve-wracking, you know? Okay. So now here we are with with the checkout from Simplex. Once you get in and you start putting in this entire elaborate deal, you have to go through this over and over and over each time. And I want you to see the depths of which it takes just to load a account with $150 worth of Bitcoin. Okay, and it's still is a process that is this is the worst process. And the only other option that we have is Coinbase and Xcoins, and I have another one working. But these are crucial functions that we have to do to get currency from point A to point B. And I want you to know, for every single person who is depositing, this is one of the simple things I have to go through every single day. And I mean, look at this. So now, put in this amount of money, $160. Okay, you see they charge me $14 in fees. Okay, which isn't too bad, but that's around 8%, which is cool. And I put in this every single time. Put in the billing information every single time, and this is so bad. Look how they do the year of my birth. Okay, you got to put in 1975, January 14th. You have to do this every single time. So it is the most nerve-wracking, excruciating, prolonged experience. And still, with all of that, we are still unable to get things going with these people. So this is one of the daily chores that we have, which ends up being a labor that takes up a tremendous amount of time. I want you to look. It is on this clock here. It is 9:28 in the a.m. Actually, 9:23 when we started this process. It was 9:23 when we started going through this process. And look how now I'm searching for the state or the country of origin, which is the United States, which is all the way down here. And every single time we have to go through this entire list. And we're just now still in the order summary. Okay, we still haven't gone through the hard part. Okay, so now let's go through that. Verify your phone. Every single time you have to go through this. So now once the phone is verified, this is the worst experience. And they're the best at this, by the way. And the only other company that comes close is a company called UPay. And I'm if you guys are familiar with UPay, you know how bad of a experience that was. So, I mean, we're not going to go through that again with UPay. But these guys are just tremendously bad. Okay, so now let's go ahead and we're going to fast forward a little bit here. And let's get to, we're still in this process. Okay, now I have to actually upload a picture of myself of the ID